All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. What is good? What is good? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you know who I be, the good doc, Dr. Mike TV, back again, once again, blessing y'all individuals with another classic live stream for that ass today. Sincerely hope everybody is blessed. Sincerely hope everybody's having a good one. Doc is having a normal but yet fantastic day. Every day that I'm alive is another day to be, you know, another day to be happy, my G's. And I'm just happy to be able to spend a little bit of time with y'all folk here on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful early Wednesday morning, early Wednesday morning, late Sunday evening. I'm saying, damn, not late Sunday evening. Shit. I done been drinking. I'm sorry, fuck it. Late Tuesday evening. But let's get it in, ladies and gentlemen. It is good to be back, and I'm forever blessed to have the audience that I do. I appreciate all of my kinfolk coming through and showing love to the good doc. Y'all know the rules. The rules have never changed. The rules are simplistic as fuck. Likes up on the video. Caressed it, molested, distress yourself all over it. It wants it, it needs it, most definitely has to have it. For anybody who wants to support the good doc and all of his future endeavors, please feel free to do so. But of course, I am happy and forever satisfied that you guys come through and spend a little bit of time with me today. Quick mic check. If you guys can hear me, let me know. I just want to make sure my mic is working just fine. As eloquent as the good doc can put it. Got to make sure my mic is good before I, go ahead and commence to what we need to get in there. So press 1 if you guys can hear me loud and clear. If there's any problems, I need to know in advance. I'd appreciate that. First, let me set up the chat, though, because I am way back. Shout out to all my people. Sincerely, how you doing, Go? I appreciate y'all being here. My boy Reggie Graham, my boy Trucker Dub, all the way from the Homeboys Good State. Shit, fuck that, all the way from the Homeboys Good City. Seems like everybody's in a good. I want to outline the actual cover art that I use for this particular video. This particular cover art has nothing to do with the actual. I'm gonna say it has absolutely nothing to do with the video in itself, but everything to do with the comparison and contrast of. Do you guys prefer to be with an educated Filipina or a provincial non-educated Filipina? Now, when I say provincial non-educated, Doc is not saying that in any way, shape, or form to be disrespectful, because just because I'm saying that they're provincial and non-educated, I am not referring to them as somebody who is not street smart or streetwise. I am speaking more or less along the lines of what is known as formal education, basically going through high school, college, etc. That's the only difference. Provincial non-educated versus educated is simply an educated girl that went to college versus a provincial girl who may be smart as hell, just to not go through the traditional forms of education. I want to make sure that I note that loud and clear. All right. So today I got to ask you, gentlemen, man, I need to know where you guys stand. I need to know where you gentlemen stand. Are you more interested in dating a young lady who is educated, has a background, a degree in whatever she got a degree in, likely something medical, nursing, med tech, whatever it may be? Or are you more interested in a provincial young lady, a young lady who comes from an area that is less saturated with foreigners, a young lady that comes from an area that, for lack of a better term, she may not have the formal education as the other young ladies? Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's pretty much how I want to dive into this one today. All right, now, this is no fair for me to be able. It's not fair for me to impart what I want to say in this video, but I'm going to go ahead and give my opinion alone. First and foremost, you guys already know my choice, right? I mean, my choice was made a long time ago when I introduced my young lady to the channel. You know my young lady. For those that don't know her credentials, we went to school together, okay? She's got her bachelor degree in nursing, okay? For those that don't know. So you can say, okay, Doc made his choice. Doc chose an educated female. But again, I went to school in the Philippines, so for me to be surrounded and immersed in a culture wherein being around smart, beautiful, educated Filipinas, that shit right there is every day, ladies and gentlemen, for myself. And given my situation in the way that it played out for me. Okay, so I can understand that there are some variables that may have led me to my particular choice, that maybe those particular variables may not be available to some foreigners. But I got to ask you a question. What is your intent? What is your desire as a man? Do you want an educated Filipina, or do you want a provincial, non-educated Filipina? Let me just throw some pros and cons at you, because I want you guys to at least get an idea of where the topic is coming from. You guys can elaborate yourself. This is why I bring this to the table, ladies and gentlemen. This is not just me having this conversation and dictating to you. This is just yours truly speaking his mind, and we can elaborate as a collective on this particular topic at hand. Okay, so I can honestly tell you one con, and I'm not going to call it a con, but I'm going to call it a con. I don't want to call it a con, but I'm going to call it a con. Dealing with educated Filipinas can be difficult, okay? Getting with educated Filipinas can be extremely difficult. And the only reason I say that is it's extremely difficult in comparison to dealing with provincial Filipinas. That's the only note. That's that asterisk that I put to the side. In reference to getting with provincial Filipinas, it is extremely difficult to get with a college girl. Number one, it's very hard to infiltrate those circles, okay? It's very hard to infiltrate those particular circles where those young ladies hang out. If you're not in those circles yourself, if you don't know anybody that can bring you into those circles, it's very hard to infiltrate those circles, because most of those young ladies, and I'm speaking more or less along the lines of those that turn out to be doctors, dentists and things like that. If you're aiming as high as humanly possible on the educational realm, I can honestly say that it could be extremely difficult to immerse yourself in those particular areas of cultures of individuals. In reference to provincial Filipinas, wherein you can find them in just about any type of job industry whatsoever. You can find them in your markets. You can find them working as sales ladies in the mall. And don't get me wrong, some sales ladies, but you can find them working regular jobs. And it's easier to have conversations with them because the barriers between you getting to talk to them and how you approach them are definitely going to be limited. I mean, it's going to be limited. There's going to be limited barriers as opposed to talking to an educated Filipino. I'm not going to lie. A lot of you guys think that all Filipinas are cut from the same cloth and that you can run the same game on all Filipinas. I'm going to tell you right now, that is not actually factual. That is not actually factual, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you the truth because I've been there and I've done that. I've dated girls from each end of the spectrum. I can tell you the truth. And I hate to be truthful when I don't want to be truthful, but I feel like in this particular situation, I can be truthful, okay? From a intimate sexual aspect, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there because I'm pretty sure you guys know this already. It's not really anything that's too much of a secret. It's not like I'm revealing anything that most of you guys do not already know. It's getting hot in here, so Dot about to not take off his clothes because it's not gonna get that kind of party. But from a sexual intimate aspect, I can honestly say, and I'm not saying this to be rude or disrespectful in any way, but the time frame from the time that you meet a young lady who might be from the province or whatever to the time frame of being able to be intimate with her, I kind of feel like the duration of time is rather short. It can be, sorry. It can be rather short. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I want you to understand, I'm not saying that to be mean, rude in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying that it could be the duration of time could be limited, okay? It doesn't take too much. I kind of feel like in reference to dealing with the educated types, the ones that are always busy with work, the ones that are always doing something educational, the ones like my nurse, my young lady, my girl had duty rotations forever. You understand? I mean, whenever they reach third and fourth year in their nursing program, I mean, they're on rotations. Like they do 7-hour shifts. Sometimes it might be 11 to 7, 7 to 3, 3 to 11. They run their shifts kind of like that. So I'm not going to lie to you, to find time to be able to get with and be with an educated Filipina can be extremely difficult because there's damn near no time for you to be able to do it. Okay? As opposed to a young lady. And again, let me make sure I preface this because I don't want nobody to think, oh, Doc is just being disrespectful to Filipinas. But it's not that kind of party over here. In reference to for example, a young lady, like I said, an educated Filipino with always busy doing her work, in reference to a young lady who comes from the province wherein her time is always free. You understand? There's very little there's very little barriers between you and having conversations with a young lady from the province, simply because they always got free time. They ain't doing shit. Most of the time, what are they doing? Tell me what a provincial chick is doing for the most part. If she doesn't have a job, if she's not doing something at home, working with the family, what is she doing? What is she doing with her life? Shaky Warrior, you asked a hella question. He says, which ones treat black men better? Either one. there is no difference between like the types of women that treat a certain race of individuals better than another. You know, your educational ones can give you the same love that a provincial girl is. And I want to make sure I note that you'll probably get the same amount of love from each of them. It's just the amount of time at this particular moment in time that is going to be able to determine who you're going to choose. Do you want a girl who is motivated, driven, with a passion and a desire to fucking make something beautiful out of her life, and she's doing that through an educational pathway? Is that the type of young lady that you want in your life? Or do you want a young lady that has time for you right now? Like if you're trying to get there or right now, whenever you call, you should right now. If that's what you want, then you know the type of young lady you need to pursue. All right? That's all I'm going to tell you. But I want you to understand that there is definitely pros and cons to dealing with each. I've kind of felt like this. This is the one thing about Doc, and I'm going to be honest. All right, John, you bring up a great point. Call center girls in provincial city, or call centers in provincial cities. Most of those girls now, in order to be in those call centers, they have to at least have a high school education, or at least be able to speak good English. I'm not going to say that it has to be perfect, but at least good English at the very least. All right, but back to the topic at hand. Again, pros and cons of dealing with each of these types of women. The one thing that I hate, or the one thing that I can honestly say is going to be difficult in dealing with a provincial, non-educated Filipina with a lot of time on her hands, she gonna be bothering you all the damn time. She is going to be in your ass all the damn time. She is going to sit there and wonder, what are you doing? Where are you at? Why you're not at home? You may be trying to work, but if she has nothing to do but worry about what the fuck you're doing, you're in trouble. Because that chick will text you and bother you and miscall you and do everything to piss you off to the point that you want to get rid of her ass, if she has nothing else better to do with her time. And this is where things get difficult and tricky, because in order to keep a woman off your back, you give her money to keep her busy and tell her to go shopping or some shit like that. If you're busy working or something and you need to keep her busy, you guys, to an extent, may find ways to keep her busy. Cooking and cleaning, she can only do so much of that shit before, you know, you need to get her off your ass and out your head, because sometimes it could definitely be difficult. All right. I am definitely, hey, speaking of which, my bad. Guys, y'all make sure y'all get the likes up on this video. I see 23 in the building. Don't play me right now. Don't do the boy like that. Don't do me like that. At the very least, get the likes up on this video. If you guys want to support the good Doc, you know, you can feel free to do so. But right now, at the very least, Doc is about to drop them gems and drop them jewels. I'm about to tell you the truth behind the pros and cons of dealing with provincial and educated Filipinas. I am currently in a relationship with an educated Filipina. And I tell you right now, me and her, we have intellectual conversations that I never thought in a million years I would have with a Filipina. My young lady knows more about my culture than I do. She tells me things about my culture that I don't give a fuck, but she knows how to do things. My girlfriend, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I love her to death. This is one thing about my young lady that I will never trade for anything in this world. Okay? My young lady, there's a lot of shit I don't like to do. For example, if there's a movie showing or some shit, I'll just tell her, yo, go see what movie's showing, tell me where it's showing at, tell me what time it is, and let's go. If there's research or something that needs to be done and I ask her to do it, she'll do it. Like, that's what she does. Like, if we got a lot of downtime in between time, she'll knock that shit out, because there's a lot of things I don't want to do. I'm bored. When I'm lazy as hell, I don't want to do the shit. I don't want to do it. So my young lady does this shit. And I'm going to be honest with you. when it comes to dealing with the provincial non-educated ones, I'm going to be honest with you. It can be extremely difficult to have these conversations with the young lady. Now, I already know where this is going. Doc, I'm not interested in having a conversation, man. All I'm trying to do is hook up and this, that, and the other. I know most of y'all are just trying to smash. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't know the type of audience that I cater to. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't know the type of perverse motherfuckers that enter this chat every now and again. Those motherfuckers be lurking in the background trying to see what the doc is all about. I understand the audience that I cater to, so I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat the shit or act like I'm a lie to you. I know the majority of you could care less about an intellectual conversation with your female. I'm just glad that, hell, if that's the only person I have to talk to, at the very least, me and her can sit there and have a dialogue about some shit. We talk about presidents all the time. She asked my opinion on President the third day, and we'll have a conversation about it. She can talk about Trump. I mean, we can sit there and have conversations about everything. And she will have valid points that she makes, and the shit throws me off. I'm like, yo, I'm not expecting to have these particular points or for her to have these particular stances, but I got you. And that's the type of respect that I have for me and mine. So aside from the fact that at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, that's my young lady. So I'm not concerned or never had any concerns or issues about the intimacy aspect of our relationship. I've never had the concern, and I probably never will ever have a concern with that. I want you to understand that my relationship has been able to develop into something a little bit more. And I'm questioning, and I want you guys to understand that if you're dealing with a provincial young lady, how deep of a relationship do you potentially think you can have outside of the intimacy aspect of that relationship? Answer me that question. Let me say it one more time, because some of y'all have a hard time keeping up with the good docs lingo and the dialogue. Let me say it one more again. How deep of a relationship do you honestly believe that you can have with a young lady from the province in reference to intellectual stimulating communication? You're trying to basically, I'm telling you, there's the potential that you're going to deal with a young lady that may not have the best English. So maybe some things or jokes or things that you talk about are going to go over her head. Hell, if she missed the joke, ain't no fun in that, right? So explain to me, what exactly do you believe, or how deep do you believe a relationship with a provincial Filipino can be? Now, I'm not going to sit here and turn nobody off of provincial girls, because provincial girls are absolutely beautiful. I love them too, no different than I love my young lady. Again, to be honest with you, if we're going to blur the lines and do some overlapping shit, because that's kind of how the good doc does, it's never really black and white with doc. My young lady comes from the province. My young lady was born in Masbate. She grew up in Surigao del Sur, which is like hours away from Davao City. Some people know about Surigao del Sur, but at the end of the day, my young lady comes from a provincial area, if that's the best way you want to put it. So you can sit there and blur the lines, and we can have this conversation and the dialogue and the lingo, but we working with some shit, yeah? You understand, she's developed herself, or she's been able to put herself in a situation where she understands my culture. She understands my people. She understands what she likes about my culture, and I am what she hates about my culture. That way, I don't have to teach her shit. She knows everything that needs to be known, and I don't have the fan on. So if I sweat, I deserve this. I need to get this out of my system. But again, that's just the topic of conversation today, ladies and gentlemen. You tell me your choice and why. Do you prefer to be with a educated Filipina? Is that your preference, or that's your young lady of choice? Is that a young lady with a career path that you want to go with? Or are you more comfortable with a young lady from the province, a young lady that you can build with? Granted, there will probably be more of you involved in the building process than her. It depends. You want to build with somebody, or are you just comfortable living with a young lady that can sit there and be a part of, or be an assisting part of the cast of your particular, whatever you're trying to build for yourself, all right? So with that being said, Doc has said what he said. Damn, 35 in the building. I appreciate y'all coming through and showing love to the good Doc. My man, Team Olympus. Olympus. I'm sorry, bro. You asked me what my job is. Tell me what I don't do. That's a better question. Ask me what I do not do. I don't sell drugs. Anything that is considered legal, Doc probably has a hand in it one way or another. So that's the best way for me to put it. And if I'm trying to build an empire or some shit, you got to have some shit right, man. But that's it, man. That's my time. That's my thoughts. So help me understand your thought process and logic, man. What is it that makes you choose one of these ladies over another? You want to be with a provincial young lady? Again, nothing wrong with that. I have dated plenty of them. I've had great experiences with them. Do you want to be with an educated one? Which is definitely where I stand right now. And I can speak a lot from that particular aspect. Again, I'll tell you the truth. Educated Filipina, this is going to be where a lot of guys are going to be a little bit interested, man. This is where a lot of guys are going to start to understand what pick up what the good doc is putting down. An educated Filipina. And y'all may like this, you may not like this, but I'm telling you to prepare for it. They might challenge you. Be prepared for an educated Filipina to challenge you. Be prepared for that. And I'm not talking about challenging manhood or anything like that, like you would get in the West, but don't be afraid or don't be shocked or appalled if she talks back. I don't want that to be a turnoff. I want you to understand that, your girl gonna have a backbone. You feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Y'all better stop asking what's in the cup, man. Doc does not reveal his trade secrets, people. Shit. Y'all act like, dude, I'm holding on to what's in this cup like the nuclear launch codes, people. Call me the president of the bitch. Call me the president of the Dr. Mike TV channel, and this right here is my launch codes. And y'all better not ask me what's in the good doc's cup. It ain't no irk and jerk, my dude. Shaky Warrior, you bring up a great point, my friend. It is best to try both, all right? Don't ever let me sit there and tell you, sorry, wrong one. My bad, bro. Shit, I done fucked up. Sorry. I got to refresh my shit because I'm so... Nope, it wasn't Corona. That was me hitting too many buttons, guys. Don't get it twisted. Doc was hitting too many buttons. But anyways, I need to get... It ain't a big gulp either, bro. Here's what needs to happen. Let me read through my chats real quick, all right? I got this one. So shout out to the homie Trucker Dub. Appreciate you being here, bro. I see Go-Go in the building. Appreciate you being here. My boy Robert Morris, my Luz, sincerely. Appreciate you being here, baby. Two Guns, I appreciate you. My boy Reginald Graham, always love Black Man, Filipino Wife. Always good to see you people in the building. Philly Boy, appreciate you being here. My boy Steven C. Appreciate you being here. Larney, appreciate you here as well. My man Wizzle Wonderful World. I know who you are. I just forgot the name. What you used to, family. Okay, so my man, Black Man, Filipino Wife. He says, I'm more interested in a home supporter. You say you're more interested in a home supporter. And if that's what you need. If that's what you need, that's what you get. You understand? I think what is definitely missed in our community, or what is missed in the thought process of this particular video, is the simple fact that you can date a Filipina and get whatever you are needing and wanting out of a situation with a Filipina. That sounded so fucked up. Let me rephrase that, because I kind of felt like I might have dropped the ball on my explanation of that. When you come to the Philippines, it's the best of both worlds, because when you come to the Philippines, you can date a Filipina that, to an extent, and Doc puts that in air quotes, to an extent, might fit your criteria. There is no way in this world that a Filipina is going to tick off every check mark on your list of qualities of things that you want for your Filipina to get. Shout out to my boy Trucker Dub. Trump check in the building. Yeah. Shout out to all my 80 million people who did get their Trump check. Yeah, get that Trump check. But anyways, back to the business at hand. Dating Filipinas is awesome. And I'm saying you can find this in other cultures as well, not just Filipinas, of course. But I want you to understand you'll never be able to tick off every check mark in the box, but I promise you, you'll probably be able to tick off the majority of them. That I will say when dealing with Filipinas. You understand? But again, everybody's choices and preferences will be different. Preferences and what I was looking for in a relationship, honestly, I could tell you I was looking for somebody to build with. That's what I wanted. I wanted somebody with goals, dreams, and ambitions that could help me build this bullshit empire I'm trying to start for myself. It's very low key. Doc's been able to successfully stay under the radar with the nonsense that I do. And I'm cool with that. I don't have to put my face on everything, with the exception of my YouTube channel. Anything and everything under the table that I take care of, nobody needs to know that it's me. And I'm good with that, you know? But again, your motivation, like what motivates you to date a certain Filipina? Why are you choosing to be with this young lady? Like my man says, he just wants a young lady that can be there for him, help him in the way that he needs to help. You have to determine what's important to you in your relationship. That's the only way for me to say it. Because, okay, black man, Filipino wife, you bring up a great point. I have got to call you by a name because calling you by your whole channel name is killing me. But you bring up a point. And this is where things get interesting. Shout out to my boy John Chance. And I was glad you showed up. You showed up at the right time. Because, John, I remember a particular conversation we had. My man told me specifically he did not want to date a girl that had to work, which was interesting to me. He said, I don't care if my Filipina works or not. And again, whether she has a degree or whatever, if you don't need her to have a job or to hold down a job or to build with you in any way, shape, or form from that perspective, then you can pretty much date who you want to. How you end up getting with a young lady who is educated could be a little bit different than the guys who choose to date the more provincial young ladies that you can meet probably a little bit easier than you would an educated one. I'm not saying that educated Filipinos are impossible. I'm just saying that you can expect there to be a little bit more of a challenge than dealing with young ladies who come from the provincial areas. That's all I'm saying. Doesn't mean that, oh, they're any easier or anything like that. But when I speak upon the fact that I believe that quality educated Filipinos are extremely difficult to get, the reason why I say that is because I've been there, I've done that. And don't necessarily give a fuck about us as foreigners. You understand? If you're dealing with the Filipinos that I know, they don't give a fuck about you being a foreigner. And I think that's where most guys fuck up. You think this whole I'm a foreigner, these bitches gonna fall for me, it's gonna work for you. That may not always be the case, especially when dealing with educated ones. That shit might work on a provincial uneducated Filipina, but I'd be damned if you think that's gonna work when dealing with a educated one. That you got to come to the table with just a little bit more than the fact that you're a foreigner, because they have access to probably other foreigners as well. Sleep on it if you want to. Let me read my shit, because I be listening to my comments and I be messing up. Shout out to my people, man. I'm just reading comments real quick, guys. I'm sorry. Bad. See, Robert Morris, that's what's in. So, Robert, you asked a question that I talked about in the beginning of the show. You said, would a provincial girl not be educated, still be street smart? Of course she would. I am not speaking from the fact that she's not smart. Just because I say provincial, non-educated, I'm only speaking from the traditional forms of education, college, and shit like that. I'm not saying that she's not smart. Never says she's not smart. And I made sure that I defined that at the beginning of the video because a lot of people are going to ask me that question. I knew that you motherfuckers were going to sit there and think that I'm calling provincial Filipinas dumb. I know that's where you guys go because that's all y'all think about. Anytime somebody refers to the word non-educated, everybody likes to think that y'all think y'all calling them stupid. No. Doc knows how to word his shit. All right. And if there is some explanation needed, Doc has no problem explaining it to anybody. Doc has in his red Solo cup. Don't talk about what the Doc has in his red Solo cup. Because don't talk about that. Shout out to my boy Thomas Travers. What's good? He says, there goes that high quality internet connection. Oh, don't talk about my internet, bruh. That was me touching too many buttons. That wasn't the internet. That was just me. Shout out to Emma. She's in Davao. I appreciate you being here. All right, I'm done reading comments, man. I'm definitely interested to hear from this point on. Tell me what you guys think, man. Ask me questions about the topic of conversation because I'm here to broaden the horizons of something. A lot of you guys are educated. Don't get me wrong. This isn't me dictating to you what's real and what's not, okay? This isn't me in any way, shape, or form telling you how things are. Just sharing in personal experiences that have helped me to define the pros and cons of being with both. I'm not going that far. I can't do that one. Y'all better stop asking what Doc got in his red Solo cup. This shit right here make your boy feel strong, not strong. Robert Morris, you're right. Everybody would prefer a street smart, educated Filipino to keep them out of dangerous situations for overpaying. But do you not think that an educated one could do the exact same thing? I mean, I'm sitting here believing, look, my young lady is the exact same way. I send her to the market before I go. Shit, she get the Philippine price. Yeah, I'm all about that Philippine price. If they gonna give it to her for the low and try to overcharge the good doc, shit, I'd rather give it to her. So again, it does go both ways, man. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and try to define or to separate provincial non-educated because I kind of feel like regardless of how you slice it, there may be some variables that are, hey, if she working though, shit. When that check come in, why do I care? Yeah, but I would never go to the market by myself. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. If I know I need shit for the low, why would I go by myself? Or you can just always get somebody else to do it for you. Come on now, you got to have more than one. And I'm not going to elaborate on that one anyways. I'm not putting my pinky up pimping because that's a signal of that's a very weird thing in the Philippines. Can't put the pinky up because that means something very different here. People look at you sideways when you put that pinky up. So let's just say we're going to put the cup to the side and we just going to sip right just like this. Y'all bitches don't know what's in my cup. It just might be the Rona, bitch. Anyways. I think the most thing that foreigners care about is as long as your girl look good, nobody care. Yeah, that's why your boy don't put that pinky finger up. That's the exact reason why I don't do it. They gonna think your boy flexible as shit. And Doc go one way and one way only, people. I do got the straw though. It's my sippy cup. What's wrong with y'all? Shit. You know, Doc don't. I got the red Solo cup, but it's my sippy cup too, man. Y'all better get y'all mind right. Shit. Doc is a refined drinker. If you ain't got a straw in your cup, you uncivilized individual. How dare you? We ain't going pinky, man. We're going to go pointer. Fuck pinky, we'll go pointer. How about that? We good, baby. We good. But back to the topic at hand. I know I'm just fucking with y'all, but again, this is just the rules and regulations as I know it to be true, man. This is just truth for me. Now, see, the question that I don't want to ask Nah, I'm not gonna fuck with that question. But I'll ask it like this. Make your choice and explain to me the reason why you made that choice. That's it. Because everybody's reasons and decisions for choosing to date who they date is different. Yeah, Jerry, I see you, bro. Jerry, you're not blocked or anything, are you? I see your post very well. My man Swift, just because she dark skinned, that has nothing to do with her educational level, bro. Whether she dark skinned or light skinned, I don't think that has anything to do with her educational level, but my man Philly boy, you gotta elaborate on that Ivana thing, bro. You gotta tell me what you're talking about, because I'm late to the game, and I'm sorry. The doc's been immersed in different cultures today. I've been mixing all kinds of shit in this cup, and I don't know what the fuck we talking about right now. Of course, Filipinas lie. Duh. Shit. Foreigners lie too. We're both liars. I'm a you man. Look, let me tell you a story. This is a very, very descriptive story. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys may or may not like this story. Okay? Here's the truth. Don't worry about the doc stable, man. Don't worry about that. That is nobody's. Oh, you said Ivana, check out when you get a chance. Okay. It's a YouTuber. Okay, bro, I'll check that out. But I'm gonna ask y'all if y'all want to hear this very, very descriptive, but yet probably the biggest turnoff of your life kind of story. But it's the realest story, and probably one of the only. This is the craziest story I'll ever share with you guys. You got to press 1 if you want to hear this story, though, because I need to make sure I have everybody's undivided attention. But you have been warned. This story is a little fucked up. If you want to hear it, I need to see a lot of ones, because this shit right here throw you off. And I'm not saying that it hasn't happened before, and maybe it's happened to you, maybe it hasn't happened to you, but I want to give you a very descriptive story. It's very short. It's not long. It's very straight to the point, but I want you to understand where this is going before it gets there, okay? So if you want to hear the story, as descriptive and as turned off as it might be to most, okay, y'all ain't playing. Here we go, pimping. Okay, so this is my young lady's close friend. Sorry, scratch that. Let me rewind. It's a lady that my girl knows. She used to be friends with her, like real close, but they ain't as close as they used to be, okay? So one day, you know how Filipinas chat, you know, the chit chat that Filipinas have. She was talking to her friend, and basically she was lying to her boyfriend, telling her boyfriend that she was a virgin. That she was a virgin. Okay? Y'all note that part, right? So my man, Lowland Profits, man, you hate the way I make my videos, don't you? I talk for 20 minutes on purpose just to piss people off, because I troll my audience the same way they troll me. So yeah, Doc don't get to the point. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. She tried to convince old boy that she was a virgin, right? So what do you think she did to convince the man that she was fucking that she was a virgin? What you think she did? What you think she did to convince this man she was a virgin, that she still held that V card, that she still got it? This is probably the culmination of the nastiest lie I've ever heard in my life. I'm gonna let y'all fill in the blanks because I don't feel like saying it out loud. In order to convince her man that she was a virgin, what you think she did? Even though she was far from it, she was a virgin 5 times removed, as far as I know. What you think she did? Nah. She might have had one of those too. But the question is, what do you think that she did to try to convince her man that she was a virgin, that she still had her V card? Where you think I'm going with this? Bruh. Oh, yes. No, oh, no's. This is how far some people are willing to go to convince you of the lie, ladies and gentlemen. This is how far some people are willing to go to convince you of the lie. My man, Trucker Dub, you think it was ketchup, my friend? Try. No, my G. Philly boy, me and you on the same page, bro. Me and you on the same page. Look at my man Philly. He hit the nail on the head, bro. These nasty motherfuckers, bro. Bro, the things these people are willing to do to convince you of the lie. No back shots, ladies and gentlemen. No, my man Philly hit it on the head. She let the homeboy smash during that specific time of the month. Bruh, come on. You fucking for real? Bruh. To convince somebody of the lie. That's how far some of these young ladies are willing to go. It's the nastiest shit I ever heard in my life. Thinking to myself, there's no way in hell that shit could be true. No way in hell it could be true. But it was. No cap. And y'all know that shit get messy. For all of my individuals who have had one of those moments, those, yeah, Tino, it won't know this ain't no fake news. She damn sure wasn't faking it. She was going shoot. No, she ain't cut shit. She chose a particular time of the month to make sure that she participated in said activity. And y'all individuals know it can get real fucking. I told y'all this shit can get real disgusting very fast. That's why I warned y'all before I told y'all. This shit is crazy. But I'm trying to prove a point here, ladies and gentlemen. Doc is here to prove a specific point. There is no point, there is no level that some people will not cross to convince you of the lie, ladies and gentlemen. Bruh, there is nothing that some people won't do to convince you of the lie. So when my man says Filipinas lie, oh yes, they truly do. But looking at ourselves too, let's not shit on it. Let's act like we don't lie too. We be lying like a motherfucker, but you know, I mean, every foreigner's talking about, oh, you the only one for me. Come on, man. Who you think you lying to, bro? Who you think you lying to? This shit is the realest, man. Doc don't come through with no sugar coat candy ass. It ain't happening. I'm gonna give you the realness. And to be truthful, nobody had no reason to sell me at a lie. Oh man, don't even talk about the smell, bruh. Damn, it's like dealing with a wet market times 10. Ugh, just make it fucking cringe, don't it? Doc, man, look, I can't look with the exception of this red Solo cup. I can't even look at anything red right now. But that's true, man. Nobody wants to hear the truth, anyways. So foreigners lie too, so we can't sit there and act like it's a Filipina thing. Y'all can't be mad. See, here's the thing that really gets me. Y'all guys be upset when a Filipina lies to y'all. I look at the shit like, well, shit, she just beat me to the punch. Think about it. Let's be honest with ourselves. We lie to them and they lie to us. I'm not going to sit there and say that I am the biggest liar. I'm pretty much truthful to the point that I can be. But I'm definitely honest in my perception of the truth. As in, I don't expect the Filipina to be honest with me. If I asked her how many dudes she's had sex with, I don't expect her to tell me an actual number. As long as she does not expect me to give an actual number, which she preferences and asks me the exact same question. As long as she don't ask me that. Doc don't do chuba wine, boy. Chuba is disgusting. That shit'll burn a hole in my chest. There's no way in this world I can sip tuba through a straw like that. That shit'll burn going down. I would be coughing continuously. Larney, don't take me to heart, but let's just be honest, man. Trucker, you dumb as fuck, bro. But this is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. If you think that I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Call me out on my BS. We lie, they lie, we all lie. Fuck it. It's just the way that it's going to be. I would never, well, except with my young lady. That was different. I'm not going to say she don't lie to me, but like in reference to that particular question that I just said, she never really had a reason to lie because I didn't care. I'll tell you the truth. I don't want a virgin. I don't. I don't. Heaven forbid something happens in my relationship and it doesn't work out. I would never date a virgin. I have no interest whatsoever in dating a virgin. I don't care. I don't see the point in it. I'm a grown ass man. I don't have time to teach a bitch any new tricks or teach them. I'm sorry, mold them and teach them new tricks and new moves. I would rather you know a little bit. I'm not saying that you got to be a baby mama. I would rather you know something and then let me mold what you already know and make it into something for real. You did? Let me do that. Let me do that. But there's no way in this world I'll never take a virgin. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've had like 5, 10 in my whole entire life, 20, at least 10 girls tell me they were virgins. I literally stopped talking to them because they told me that shit. And they're over here asking and thinking and wondering, why did I stop talking to them? I have no desire whatsoever to deal with any girls that hold their V cards, bro. Exactly. I had no desire whatsoever to deal with a chick that got her V card. Why? At my age right now, this is my thought process. I don't want to deal with a chick that's going to try to convince me that she's not fucking. The reason I don't want to deal with a chick that's going to try to convince me that she's not giving it up is the simple fact that she's going to make it harder for me to get from point A to point B. She's going to try to put that, oh, we got to be married to smash on me. Bro, get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody going to wait until marriage to smash. And if you do, you sad, bro. Trucker. Ain't no way in this world this got 0 miles on it. A broomstick, a hairbrush handle, something been up in that bitch. That truck is going to have some miles on it. Whether it is miles that she created herself or not, something been up in that. Something been up in there. I need to quit, man. I'm going to get my ass in trouble. But let's be honest with ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Don't lie to yourselves, man. First of all, we all lie. Second of all, we just have to be honest with one another, man. Shit, something been up in that bitch. I'm not sure if I'm too excited about the idea of a chick with 0 miles, man. But again, it depends on how much time you look in the... It's just the truth, man. Something been up in there, bro. You think I'm joking. Come on, man. Don't let no 28-year-old try to convince you that she's still holding that V card, man. Every girl's been experimental in their lives, man. Shit. I think most of us started, I said for us men, shit, we probably started fucking watching Pornhub and Next Video and shit when we were like 12 years old, man. So we got a lot of skin in the game. Ain't no telling how many times we committed genocide in this bitch. Come on, man. Be real. We real in this bitch. Don't play. Don't play. Ain't no telling. Actually, dude, I do know a girl, trucker. I'm not gonna front, bro. I do know a girl that popped her own cherry doing that shit. I'm gonna be real. I know a chick who did that shit. It was the weirdest thing, and she was so honest, man. I was like, "You did that with a broomstick?" Yeah. I'm done, man. I need to lay off the alcohol, man. If a girl asks, I still have my V card too. Okay, that's what I tell them. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, man. And this is how I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna let my guys determine if I should delete this video or not, because 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna delete it anyways. Okay, but let me tell you the truth. I've done this before. I'm not proud of who I am. Okay, I am a grown ass man. Okay, and I came to the Philippines when I was 17. This is just a backstory for people who need to know my mindset as I grew up in the Philippines. I came when I was 17 years old. First time I ever visited, I started living here full time when I was 18 for college. Okay. So I think my only tactical trick, the only trick that I had in my back pocket that never seemed to fail when I was single, there was one trick. There was one line of questioning that Doc used to, it never failed. I don't know why it didn't fail, but it had damn near a 100% conversion rate. Filipinas are competitive, okay? I think Filipinas are super competitive. So it would not be uncommon for a Filipina to ask you, have you ever been with a Filipina before? As in, have you been in a relationship with, have you had sex with, etc.? Have you been intimate with a Filipino before? It is not uncommon for another Filipina that you're trying to talk to ask that particular question. Shit. No different than me asking her if she's ever been with a foreigner before. I used to always tell the girl that she was my first. I made it seem as if she was taking my Philippine V card. You dig? So to give a girl the claim to fame that she was Michael, the good doc, Dr. Mike TV's first ever Filipina, that is a pat on the back for her. Competitiveness exists, and I think that is what really convinced my conversion rate to be as high as it was when I was single. Because I used to tell them, like, yo, like, I've never been with one. I've been interested. I've been intrigued with Filipinas for a long time, and, you know, you would be my first. Oh, I could not say that shit with a straight face now, bro. I could not say that shit with a straight face now. But I did, man. I ran that shit for like 10 years, man. I did that shit for a minute, yo. They always want to know about another Filipino you dated. That's true, but I've always convinced them that I might have talked to some Filipinas before, but never in a million years have I ever been intimate with another Filipina. And I would make her feel as if she was my first, aka that makes them feel special, aka that makes them feel like they are at the top of the food chain because they get to break this foreigner in. At least that's what they think. So when I sit there and say that men lie and Filipinas lie, if you beat me to the lie, if you lie to me first, I can't be mad at you. Because I'm probably going to hit you with one, too. I mean, it might be a white lie. But if you beat me to the lie, I can't be mad at you. That's all I'm going to say. But that's my truth, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way it's been. We all, dude. I renewed my Philippine V card every 24 hours, people. That's the truth. I renewed that card every 24 hours, and I was obligated to do so, people. Every 24 hours, my card was renewed. I was a born-again virgin, people. I'm just gonna be honest. Man, when I was younger, bro, I renewed my card every 24 hours. No cap. That was me. Trucker, you know damn well I'm not drunk. I am very coherent, and I'm going to remember every bit of this live stream after I watch it back. But no cap, ladies and gentlemen, Doc's had his moments, man. I've had some good ones too, man. John, I said that I've never been with. That doesn't mean that I give them the rights to run game on me, because I already know the game. I've been there, I've done that. But for her to try to play the game on me, yeah. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance. But shit, you can try. But if it don't work, there's always, at that time, they're plentiful. So, I mean, I wasn't looking to settle down, and I wasn't lying about it. I'm human, people. Look, stop the show. I want y'all to understand that Doc is human, okay? I make mistakes too. I fuck up. Shit, players fuck up. Hell, shout out to Kobe Bryant. God rest his soul. But Kobe couldn't win every game, ladies and gentlemen. He couldn't make every shot. Same rules apply with me. I'm allowed to fuck up. I'm the good Doc. Did y'all not know that? Did y'all not know that I'm allowed to lie? That I'm allowed to tell a fib or a story? Shit. I'm me. I'll apologize for it. See, the thing is, I have no problem saying sorry. Hell, sorry's gotten me out of so much shit. Like a lot of you guys with so much pride and shit, everybody want to be scared or sad or just feel like they don't have the right to say sorry. I have no problem apologizing. You want to know why? Because at the end of the day, that shit got me out of a lot of trouble. Just apologize, man. Just say you sorry. But again, that was the good Doc a long time ago, man. I'm a grown-ass man now. Robert Morris, you dumb as shit, bro. When you shoot fast, it's always your first time. Like, yeah, I didn't expect this to happen. I wasn't expecting it to. I wasn't expecting to come that fast. I'm sorry, baby. And then, hey, man, I'm telling you, I don't know about y'all, man, but I'm getting old now. So y'all thinking the doc can go for 2 or 3 rounds in a day? You might be lucky to get one every 3 days now. Shit, I'm too old for this shit. if I'm gonna give you my best shot the first time around. If I can't get it right the first time around, don't try to roll my ass over for round 2. You gonna get round 2 2 or 3 days from now. I'm too old for that. When the robust don't kick in like it's supposed to, this shit don't work like it used to. I'm getting too old for this, man. This shit getting too old, bro. I'm playing with y'all, man. I'm just having fun. Please, come on now. Y'all gotta cheer up, bitches. Come on. She ghosted you because you told her you work at Taco Bell. You should have told her you work at Taco Bell. But it's all good, B. Again, if we can't have fun, if we can't troll and talk this shit, we come on, man. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to have a conversation. We just being real. This is a let's be real moment. You know, it depends on who you want. You know, depends on who you want. My man said these be popping this shit. Bruh, I can't do it like I used to, man. I'm too damn old for this shit. I'm getting too old, kid. Doc done past this prime, man. Y'all think I'm joking. I'm feeling like a 40-year-old man in this bitch. I shouldn't say 40 because y'all is 40 out there still kicking. I feel like an 80-year-old man sometimes. Shit, holla at me in 3 days. Shit, let me get my life together and get my shit together because it don't. I can't, man. We don't do it like we used to, pimping. We can't. I done given it all she's got too many times, bro. I think I done. You know how like UFC fighters, they fight like twice a year. Unless you're Donald Cerrone, you might fight 4 or 5 times a year. That's what life is like for me now when it comes to that particular aspect of relationships. Shit, man, you might get me twice a year like Floyd Mayweather. Shit, I might fight once a year if you're lucky, and that you gotta catch me in a good mood. but bro, I can't do it like I used to, Pimpin'. Trucker Dub, you better not let them girls know you making money, and you better not let them know you got that Trump check too. Them bitches gonna be all up in your DMs. Facts. Now let me stop playing with y'all, man. Y'all think I'm drunk, but I'm just being honest with y'all. We having fun, people. That's all that I want you guys to do when you come to the Good Docs channel, man. I want to be able to share and to laugh. Shit don't always gotta be so damn serious around here. I've just noticed lately everybody's so serious. Everybody want to talk about the pandemic. I mean, I have my moments too. But for real, B, I want to do some other shit. I want to talk about some fun stuff. Shit. Fuck all this pandemic shit, man. If I'm gonna be in quarantine, I want to have some fun with my kinfolk and my skin folk. Anyways, I love y'all for being here, man. 28 in the building. Much love to all of y'all for being here. Y'all make sure y'all get the likes up on the video. Y'all know the rules. Caress it, molest it, distress it. It wants it and needs it, most definitely has to have it. If you guys want to support the Good Doc, because I always drop gems like constantly. And I love y'all for listening to my nonsense. I truly do. Y'all feel free to do so. But of course, the Good Doc is happy that you come through and spend a little bit of time with him today. Now you're and then. I think I got a video coming out tomorrow, pre-recorded. Back to business as usual. But yo, I just want to have fun, man. This shit get boring sometimes. Everybody's so damn serious and shit. So I like to just put a little drink in my cup, loosen up, and be honest in the conversations that we have, man. Let's be real with one another. Trucker Dub, I'm broke as hell, bro. If I get my check, I'm telling everybody that my check going to I got bills to pay, boo. Shit, I'm broke. Hey, ain't no secret, man. Doc I ain't got no kids. Thank God. Whew. My man said he a virgin with 4 kids. They're adopted. Ish. But anyways, man, we just here to have some fun, people. So if you guys have any other questions you want to do this, bruh. John, that was a little bit too much information, but we gonna get that one in, bro. If y'all got any questions, man, I got about a couple minutes. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit. And yeah, we can knock those out. We'll do what we have to do. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all get on about this. But I just want to come through and kick it with y'all before I turn on Tiger King or some shit. I haven't finished watching it yet, so I might just watch Netflix Tiger King or something like that. Something, I don't know. Also, my man Trucker Dub, bro, I need a favor, man. You decide if this video should go straight to Patreon or should I keep it up? Yeah, adopted-ish. I'm gonna let my man Robert Morris and the homie Trucker Dub, I'm gonna let y'all determine if this video stays up or if it goes straight to Patreon. Shit. That's y'all's call. If you think I could do it, I'll keep it up. If you think I should put it to the Patreon, I'll do that too. That way, only the individuals who had a chance to sit here and enjoy this one live will actually be able to enjoy it. Well, shit, when you do retire pimping, you is unemployed-ish. That's what I said. You would... Hey, I gotta finish it, bro. I ain't worried about it. You say keep it up. All right, family. This is one that's gonna stay up for the book. I'm all right. I'm gonna leave it up for the tube, man. I'll keep it up for my people on the tube. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Quick question. I gotta ask my kinfolk. Yo, if y'all got any questions before I leave, Larney, they're not all virgins. That's the problem. I let out too many of my secrets, but I don't care now, man. I'm good. Doc's solid, man. I'm gonna be all right. The mean one, she good, so I'm good. Okay, I'm not trying to be fed to no damn tigers, even though Tiger got Rona and shit. Yeah, we really didn't go that hard. I think if the homie A-Dub was here, man, it would have been a whole lot different, man. It would have been a whole lot different. All right, boys. I'm going to let y'all individuals ask me questions before I do. Other than that, I'm going to go on about my business. Shout out to my boy John Chance, bro. I haven't heard from you in a long time, man. Hit me up in Facebook, man. I'm glad to hear from you, though. I'm glad to see you back in the building. He says, planning to come into the Philippines in July unless Corona stops me. Not going to Davao, though, so you need to come to Cebu. All right, bro. John, if you make it back in July, I happen to be in the area. Shit. Yeah, we can make a Cebu run. Feels like I've been away for a minute. I think that was about a month ago I've been away. Shout out to the homie A-Dub, man. My boy Alaskan Whiskey. I don't know where he's at, but my man's always going to get some love, man. That's like my brother, too. Shit. I know it was, Robert. I know this was a very, very difficult question to ask yourselves. But again, if you haven't noticed, Doc asks questions that are damn near impossible to answer. I want you to be able to stimulate and titillate your old mindset, intellect, and I want you to get something out of a good Doc's live stream. I'm not just here to pop off and talk shit. I'm not here to act as if I'm all high and mighty, as if I am above the law, as if I am the know-all be-all. I like to ask y'all questions too. Matter of fact, I like to troll y'all more than y'all troll me. You don't think that I get pleasure out of making y'all bitches work? This is my channel, and I got you bitches over here working on my channel. Think about that for a second. Think about it. I got y'all answering my questions. Come on, man. You don't think I like fucking with y'all more than y'all like fucking with me? That's why this is always going to be a win-win. The relationship and the dynamic that we have over here, shit's awesome, man. Y'all don't think for a second I don't like fucking with y'all heads, making y'all do the most? Shit. That's because that's what I get paid to not do. This ain't a check for me. This is just fun for me. And I'm just glad that we can share in a dialogue, because it's not just about my perspective and my opinion only. It's about everybody's perspective and opinion. So again, you answer the question. It's very simple and it's very plain. Question of the day is, do you choose to date provincial chicks that are non-educated, or do you want an educated chick? Think about what you want out of life. Think about what you're looking for in a partner. Do you want somebody to help you out around where you at? Do you want somebody to help build a dynasty with? Come on, man. You got to answer them questions yourself, man. Don't look for the good doctor to answer that shit. I ain't no damn psychiatrist. Shit. But I do sound like one every now and again. Sometimes I get philosophical in this bitch, though. I think sometimes I get it. You want 50% of nothing? I'll give you 50% of nothing, bruh. It's easy to give up 50% of nothing. But this is the game, ladies and gentlemen. This is the way we play it, and we have fun doing it, man. All right. We all, hey, look, if y'all need variety in your diet, the good doc won't stop you. Shit. Y'all some perverted bitches anyway, so y'all be all right. Got a dab on that ass. Look, man, I had to put Rona in the chokehold. That's what they told me to do. Even though that shit weird though, they tell you to cough in your shit, right? Don't you gotta wash this now? So I'm like, what the fuck? I never understood that. But anyways, man, Doc's just here to have some fun, man. If y'all got me, y'all got me. Sometimes I'm a very hard person to figure out. That's why I don't ask you to figure me out. Facts. Just let me do me. All right. Robert Morris, that is possible to find too. Family Street Marts and Book Smarts. Shit, that is definitely possible and plausible. Don't think for one second that these provincial girls don't go to school when they can. In this particular situation, we were focusing on the ones that don't actually get a chance to get involved in formal education like college and shit like that. But they can go to college too. They got scholarships for provincial young ladies. So shit, they all get that check, bro. Shout out to all my folk out there that got their Trump check today. I'm still waiting. John Doe, the best girl is an educated Filipino with a good job from a good family. Unfortunately, no foreigners get close to that type of girl in the Philippines. Yes, it is a very, very close to impossible, impossible. It is very, very hard to get involved in those circles. You are truly lucky if you find yourself in those circles. I was only lucky because I went to school with them. That's different. I was always there. I'm talking about from the time they were freshmen to the time that we graduated together. That's how that shit worked. And I was lucky for that. The King Lee Wei. What's going on, man? He says, hey, Mike, catching your live stream finally and hope to make a trip back to the Philippines. Was in Cebu for most of the time for 5 months. I found I met a Filipino with a master's degree in English Lit. Congratulations, bro. Look, man, I don't know. I find an excitement to dealing with an educated Filipino. That's me. I find a little bit of excitement in it because, like I said, the topics of conversation you can have with these young ladies, crazy. And they feel where you coming from. Like my girl, she's all over social media. And a lot of people would be like, Doc, man, you don't want your girl on social media because she's going to pick up the bad habits of your culture. My girlfriend already knows what she doesn't like about my culture. And I'm glad that everything that she's saying she doesn't like about my culture is the exact thing that I hate about my own fucking culture. You dig? So I'm not mad at her for doing her own thing. I'm happy that she's able to immerse herself in my shit without me having to do it for her. I kind of feel like this is where things get a little bit difficult with provincial girls, because I kind of feel like if you do find a way to introduce part of your culture, I don't know how it's going to come about or whether it should or should not come about. But heaven forbid a part of your culture infiltrates your relationship and you have to explain to your young lady what it is that you do not like about this particular part of your culture. When you have to explain it to them, it becomes difficult and there's a lot of misinformation that could possibly come up. That's what I've noticed when dealing with the provincial types. You know, whenever there's certain parts of your culture and you stress why you don't like it, you have to explain to them why you don't like it. And it's not as if when you tell your young lady, man, I can't stand that bitch, or I don't like this hoe, I don't like what the fuck she's doing. Like my girl knows why I don't like what the hell somebody else is doing. I don't have to tell her why I don't like it. But when you have to explain it, that could be a little bit tough. Let's go with my man Danny, man. Long time no see, bro. He says, if you're going to meet a girl with a good education and good job here, you need a reference. Thank you from another local friend or family or a pass. A local can help you get your foot in the door here. Like I said in the beginning, bro, infiltrating them circles are difficult. That's why most guys choose to date Filipinos that come from the provincial background. Because I'm telling you, infiltrating them circles are damn near impossible. I'm going to tell you right now. Look at me in my face. I'm looking right at the motherfucking camera when I say this one. I want you to tell me this. How many YouTubers have you seen with educated Filipinos? How many YouTubers can you count that you've seen dating educated Filipinos? Myself excluded. Okay, don't even mention me. How many have you seen put an educated Filipino in their videos, or one that you know their background, or one that you can honestly say, well, the way she's interacting or talking with him, I can tell that she might have some formal education. Come on, bro. Give it to me. Give it to me. John, you bring up a question. While y'all are answering that question, while you're answering that question, my man John says, what about a man supposing to be the leader, protector, and provider in the home, and the woman supposing to take care of the home, do the nurturing and being submissive to our man? Does that still exist in 2020? Absolutely. But I'm telling you, that's what you're likely going to find in a provincial young lady. That's pretty much the answer to your question. Those particular characteristics exist amongst the provincial educated Filipinas. I mean, the provincial Filipinas. That's what I will say. You're not going to find that in the educated ones, because the ones that are actually going to school, they kind of want to do things with their lives, or they kind of want to, unless they're comfortable saying, well, I did graduate, I did get my degree. But if your degree isn't in anything important, then you can sit around and do nothing, and your husband is okay with it. That's different. But if you're a driven, ambitious motherfucker, you're going to expect her to have a life and want to, work too. Why the hell would she get a job like that? Danny, if you did YouTube, you would count. If you were consistent on YouTube, Danny, and you made videos, yes, yours is educated. But for those that make videos, how many of them have you ever seen put an educated Filipino in their videos? Slim to none, damn near zero, with the exception of myself. And I'm not bragging. This ain't no damn bragging point. It's just the truth. It's hard and it's challenging to infiltrate those circles. And I'm telling you, nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to put in the work to get an educated Filipino. That's what I feel is real. Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to get that reference. I can't tell you how many times I've joked around and told a young lady, yo, hook me up with your friend. I've done that shit all the time. In college, that was my only way in. I'd be like, yo, I think your friend is cute. And sometimes, to be honest with you, I tell you no lie, no bullshit. Sometimes I would tell the gays that. For example, in the Philippines, when you go to school and stuff, like, they're separated by class, by grade level, and by like bachelors of nursing, BSN O or BSN A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? So if I knew the group, or I knew somebody in the group, and I tell you no lie, if they were gay, I'd just be fucking with him, like, yo, man, hook me up with your homegirl. Like, I'll be fucking with him because it would be that easy. I'm like, yo, I think your friend is cute. And I'm telling you, I've never met so many helpful motherfuckers in my life. I ain't saying that you got to go that route. I was just saying it was just there. I'd be like, yo, like, hook me up with your friend or some shit. Because maybe somebody in my class would know somebody in their class, and it would just all come together, man, so beautifully. And I'd be like, yo, tell your friend I think she's cute. And I used to say that shit, and it would just be in passing, just joking. So that's it, man. That's truth, man. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But that's just me, man. I'm done with my talking points, man. I think you guys have all been well informed to go out there and make your own life decisions and shit. Go out there and be somebody, people. Half a brain cell between the two of them. Good shit. Like I said, man, this is truth, man. This is my truth. Like it or love it, man. I want to show and share my appreciation to those 34 individuals watching me at this particular moment in time. For those in the background lurking, I see you and I appreciate you. I say thank you. You do not have to respond to me. Shout out to the homie Michael Booth, man. Much love to you, bro. You do not have to respond. You ain't got to say shit to the good doc. I know you're there. I appreciate you being there. You guys are awesome. Because regardless, that is just another view for the good doc. Granted, I don't get a lot of views. If you haven't noticed, I can't do this shit for the views anymore. You got to do this because you love it. You got to do it because you got a passion for it. Matter of fact, I'm at 3,900, yo. Dude, y'all get me to 4,000. I will be happy as shit right now. I'm at like 3,911. Bruh, Doc needs to get to 4K. I'm going to be super fucking excited if I get to 4,000. That's a milestone for me. If I get to 5K, I'm even happier. But right now, let's focus on 4K. I'm at like 3,911. Y'all share me with a friend. Do something. Put somebody on the Good Docs channel. Because I promise you, through all the bullshit that I talk, I promise you, there might be one little nugget you could take from the video. Even if it's just motherfucking just pure entertainment, at the very least, understand that my dialogue is going to give you some real shit. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit because I'm honest. I'm real. And I love y'all sincerely from the bottom of my testicles. I do. I love every last one of y'all from the bottom of my testicles. Half of y'all I can't stand. Half of y'all be on that bitch shit. But for those that are not, I love y'all. I do. Shout out to my boy. If I knew how to pronounce your name, bro, you got me. If I knew how to pronounce your name, I would give it to you. But I'm not even going to even attempt to fuck it up. But much love to you too, my brother. Yo, I'm going to hit you up, bro. Michael Booth, I got you. I'm going to hit you up in the email, and we'll figure that out. But family, I'm just back at it like a crack addict, and I'm just having fun. I had some time off. I wanted to holler at y'all. That's it. Dr. Mike, I need a nurse to wipe my ass when I get old. Bruh, you've come to the right place because I got a list this big. Oh, and that motherfucker reads like the Bible. It reads like the Holy Grail. Y'all don't understand. I loved my single life, but shit, man. Being with a nurse is awesome, bro. My G, I told you, I'm not even going to try to fuck your name up. We're going to just call you Mr. A. But that's it, man. That's me. But to all, I'm sorry, let me get back to it, though. To all y'all sneaky bitches in the background, I love y'all from the bottom of my testicles. I do. It's truth. You guys have been a lot to me. My channel would not be anything without the support and cast, people. I'm like Jordan in this bitch, but Jordan still needed Pippen. He needed Kerr. He needed Rodman. He needed Harper. And who else did he need? Longley. He still needed y'all. So again, like, look, man, my shit is the realness. I love y'all. For real. I do. Just saying it out loud. My channel wouldn't be anything without those that watch me. So again, y'all make sure y'all stay safe. At the very least, stay safe. All right. I need y'all to return to the Good Docs channel. Shit. If y'all don't come back, I'm gonna be talking to myself. Granted, I do that all the time anyways in my private time because I'm crazy as fuck. I don't want to do that on YouTube. That looks sad. Makes me look sad. So yeah. Oh, Tino. I was unaware. I wasn't watching the channel or anything closely enough to figure that out. But like I said, I'll put it to you like this. You can't name 5. I'll say that. You can't name 5 vloggers or Filipino YouTubers, not Filipino YouTubers, but foreigners vlogging in the Philippines that you can honestly say within the realm that we focus on. If you talk about like, if you're talking like what's his name? Shit, what's those guys' name? The white boys and shit from the other side of the realm. If you're talking those dudes, that's different. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about people that we genuinely fuck with in this particular sector of the Philippine conversation. You know? That's all. But yeah, we good. You might be able to name less than, I know it's got to be less than 5. But I'm good, man. I'm done. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I don't talk too damn much. Unless you guys have any more questions, we good. Fellow traveler, life is never boring, man. It's only what you make it. I heard some states locked down. My state of North Carolina, they're kind of half-assing the lockdown. Philippines, though, no joke, bro. Philippine lockdown ain't no joke, bro. They giving out passes and shit. You gotta get permission to go out. Yo, how many of y'all saw that picture? How many of y'all saw that picture? Before I leave, there was a picture where there were a bunch of Filipinos gathering in Manila for shopping. They were in this long fucking, there was this group of Filipinos in like this market or something. And they all had masks on, but they were in close quarters and shit. Shit blew my mind. It was a picture, bruh. Threw me the fuck off. And all I can say is we done. All right. I'm good, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it in. I'm done. All right. My time is up. It has been fun. Has been real. But it's time for me to go. With that being said, the good doc is officially out. At least knuckle. Paalam, which means I am going now. Bye-bye. As always. Love you guys. Ma'a kita. Mabuhay. Peace.